Hello and welcome back to Prison Architect, where we are expecting in less than 1 hour of game time 8 hardened criminals to be delivered to our fledgling prison. And in terms of which, we probably want to get some guards in this place. It says we need 2 minimum. We're going to need more than that. We're going to have 4 guards to start with. 4 guards should take care of 8 prisoners, no problem. We can afford it. But we can afford it. Okay, we've got our accountant and our warden. Next we need to research security. Research security I think is probably a good one. But first of all, health. Health is actually on the board, isn't it? Health and mental health, and then security. Okay, so that's fine. The guards we've got are fine for the moment. And here they come. They should be up the top there. They're coming in on a dump truck. Here they are. Here's our first set of criminals coming in on a dump truck. To be dumped into deliveries like just big sacks of meat, with no will or thoughts of their own, which, well, we're going to make sure they don't have any will or thoughts of their own during their stay here. We've got a couple of guards here ready to meet them. A couple of guard milling around in the holding cell. Something that we can unlock later will be deployment, so we can make people stand in certain places and patrol routes and things. That's good. Now, here we go, look. This is all the gates have shut, all the doors have shut. This guard should come and open the road gate. Let the truck with the crims in. Okay, we've got the spike strips here as well. And here we go. Right, let's have a quick pause of the game and see who we've got. We have Paul Robinson, age 28. He's sentenced to 2 years for joyriding. He's a mother and a father at home, so he served 0.7 years. He served less than a year his sentence, so we're going to hold on to him for a little while. Okay, so he looks. It says normal security, but joyriding, I mean, honestly. I think we could tag him as a minimum security prisoner, okay? And does that... Yes, it changes... That changes their outfits. Okay, so everybody's spread out a little bit. Who else we got here? Paul Chislett Trim, age 39. He's 24 years for arson. Wow, he already did 11 years for robbery. He served 9.5 years of his 24-year sentence. Well, this guy for arson, he's a bit of a risk, I think. Paul Chislett Trim. Well, I suppose you can stay normal security. Normal security is pretty tight round here, I have to say. For your arson, jeez, 24 years for arson. That seems a little bit excessive. Okay, so Paul Chislett Trim. Who else we got? Paul Boyer. We've got 2 Pauls. I'll call you Paul Lee and the other one Paul. Yeah, whatever. We ain't gonna be paying too much attention to these bastards anyway. They can be called Paul if they want. Anyway, he's age 43 and he's sentenced for 15 years for arson. He's also served 4 years for assaulting an officer and 8 years for false imprisonment. Which means he held somebody against their will. This guy's a pretty bad guy. But even so, he's currently in here for arson and assault. I mean, arson, assault, false imprisonment. That's not anything too bad. You can stay as a normal security prisoner. Hornibrook. Duncan Hornibrook, age 32, sentenced to 5 years for multiple crimes, including rioting and perjury. Okay, rioting and perjury, they don't go together. Rioting and However, rioting, he might bear watching. Okay, Duncan Hornibrook, we're going to keep an eye on you. We'll leave you in normal security, but we're going to keep an eye on you. Up here we have Tom Cates with some cool sunglasses, age 39, sentenced to 10 years to death by dangerous driving. I'm guessing he was drunk. He's also done time for... Oh look, he's done time for assaulting an officer and violent disorder. This guy's a risk. This guy is going into maximum security, so we can have to keep an eye on him. He gets the red jumpsuit because he's now a max security prisoner. I said maximum security, right? Whatever. Who else have we got? Aston Eaton. Look at that mohawk on this guy. Age 43, 16 years for arson. He's also done criminal damage, possession. Hey, it's nothing. He's fine as he is. We don't mind you, Eaton. Mr. Wallace, 24 years for aggravated burglary. Oh, burglary. That's... I mean, aggravated burglary, but even so. You can check other things on there, apparently, now. Well, burglary... you're not a threat. I mean, a bit of nicking stuff. You're not a threat around these parts. And Gareth Pigeon, age 18, 6 years for aggravated vehicle theft, and that's it. That's your first conviction. That's your only conviction. You've served none of that time. You're a fresh prisoner. This is your first assignment in a prison for aggravated vehicle theft. Your minimum as well. Okay, so that's it. Everybody has now been assigned. Then we just assign you to minimum security. Again, a little bit buggy maybe. But you're all going into the holding cell. Apparently you're being taken through the storage room as the guards seem to think that you are in fact just luggage, or just boxes, bags, crates or something, which is fine. You can all go in that way. Right. So they're all getting put into the holding cells. We need a kitchen and a canteen. Okay, that's pretty important. So we're gonna... Well, we can leave the time flowing for a bit, I think. But... Have I not got... There are lights in here, it's just nobody's watching the place because there's no human activity there. Okay, we need a kitchen and a canteen. And I think we need to have it over here, don't we? Right, what we're going to do is foundations. I want to run a corridor around the outside of here. I always did. 1, 2, 3, and then that there. All the way down here. And then we need a canteen and kitchen over here, don't we? So let's plan this out. Okay, the Wallies are they're all busy with that. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to have a canteen here and a kitchen here, and an entrance for the staff to get in and out without having the prisoners to deal with the prisoners. The prisoners can get in this side. Okay, so we're going to want tables. Now I know a table and chairs, a table and benches for this comes to 4 by 3, and let's plan out for. So you could get like 8 people on each one of these. So we're going to have, if we plan out 6 of these, that's going to future-proof us quite well, I think. So there we go. That's our canteen start there. Now we're going to want to wall down here. And say here, because we're going to want to leave a gap. The wall to come across here. And we're going to want, what else you need is serving. You need serving area. I also happen to know, because I played this before, that the serving benches are 5 long. So we're going to do that. And make those 5 long. Therefore we can come back down here. We're going to put I said walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really wish this game would listen to what I can tell it. Okay, and that there. That's going to be our canteen. and we're going to have a pillar there, just to make it look cool. If you imagine it, I've seen it before in places. You have the pillars and you have the serving benches between the pillars. Okay, so this place we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and then there. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then there, and then that should be yeah. So 1, 2, right. 1, 2, 3 there. 1, 2, 3 there, and that's going to be our kitchen. I think that's going to be big enough for our kitchen. Okay, so that's going to be our kitchen and our canteen. Now these guys are getting there. Well, what you need to do, guys, is you need to... Oh, it's there, right there. Dismantle this wall. We want this to be one big corridor. And as soon as they've done that... So what are you saying? It requires an entrance. There is an entrance there, but as soon as they've done that, that should allow this to become an actual... There we go. There we go. So far... Oh, I've got to... That's why. Remove those walls. Jeez, guys. Let's put another jail door there, and we'll get you building the foundations of this new building. Here. Here. There. Okay. That's going to be our kitchen canteen area. It's going to be a bit of a walk for the prisoners, up round here and all the way down here to get there. But, well, for one, work up their appetite, give them something to do. And also, serves them bloody right for being prisoners. They shouldn't have committed crimes. They shouldn't have ended up in jail. What do they expect, honestly? But we're good otherwise. Why is this still not got... guys, didn't I... Pretty sure I asked you to build electrical cable in there. I don't know why they just ignore me half the time. I've got workers that ignore me. I've got, other staff that just choose their own office. It doesn't matter where I want them to be. I've got the guards that just wander aimlessly around the prison. This is just fantastic. But that's fine. Now look, they're all coming out round this way, of course, because I haven't left them a place to get through otherwise. But that's fine. I was expecting something like that to happen. Okay, so we're building the kitchen and canteen. We're going to need chefs, but not just at the second, because we don't actually have a kitchen and canteen for them. Bureaucracy, we could probably unlock some more stuff in there, but we don't need to at the moment. We've got other things that are more of a priority, like making sure that they actually put in the everything here that I want them to install. So look, there's still no power up here. Oh god, they've installed the lights as well, haven't they? Okay, let's get these lights dismantled. Dismantle. 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 That one. No. The light. The light. Thank you. Dismantle. Dismantle. Oh, we don't need to worry about that room at the moment anyway. But there we go. Right. So that's all underway. We can speed up time a little bit for now. Let's look at our prisoners regime actually. While that's being built, we'll just slow down the time. We want our prisoners regime. Okay, so what have we got here? From 11 PM until 6 AM they sleep. They don't need to go to sleep at that time, so let's just nothing that for a second. Okay, 6 hours sleep, that's plenty. At 7 AM they can shower for 1 hour. They don't need more than an hour to shower in. Then they can eat from 8 and 9 until 10 a.m. At 10 a.m. they get an hour of free time. Then they can, let's see. We haven't got. We can set prisoners to work, but not at the moment because we haven't got anywhere for them to work. So they get, at the moment, they get some extra free time up until 12 p.m. and then they can eat lunch. Then they can spend a couple of hours in the yard after lunch, working it off, and then they can go and rest for some more free time. Then they can have more free time there. 9 till 10 p.m. they eat, then they can grab a shower and go to bed. There you go, there. Oh, I said eat. Eat. God, this game's quite unresponsive, to be honest. Don't know if it's just me or whether it really is, but there we go. They've got a full regime. All 24 hours of the day are taken care of. We should have nice, clean prisoners, well fed, well exercised. Well, they've got plenty of free time. Our prisoners are all good. So now they're all in eat, which is a shame because we don't have a canteen at the currently. However, let's see what we've got here. Right, that's built. It requires an entrance. What we need to do then, in that case, is materials, demolish walls. We'll knock down that wall. And we're going to want to put doors and stuff in here, aren't we? So we want objects, staff doors. Staff door there, and we will give a way for the staff to get into here. There we go. Now there we go. Right, great. Okay, now we can start adding. Oh, the staff door should be there. My bad. Staff door there, staff door there. There's a way in there. We're going to want to put in a staff door, say, here. Materials, building some more brick walls. Here to here. And there, and there. And then we're going to need to assign things to be things. So, let's see. Rooms. Canteen. That's all going to be canteen. That's canteen. That's our canteen. And kitchen is... Where's the kitchen? Kitchen. There we go. Now, they're installing the lights in the wrong places as usual, which... Oh, I can't even bother to stop them right now, to be honest. We'll stop them later. But they're taking care of this. Right, we need to hire 2 chefs. Okay, that takes care of that part of our grant. And we also need objects for the kitchen. Kitchen stuff. We need cookers. Cookers. Thank you. Cooker. 2 cookers. That should be plenty. Sinks and fridges. Sink that way round. We'll have, they are 3 wide. Sinks along this wall. And fridges, we'll have a couple of fridges as well. It doesn't seem to matter which way around they go. So 2 fridges going there. That's great. Can you get the bricks out of the sodding doorway, please? Oh, what the hell? Hello, this is a security risk. 3 lots of bricks sitting in a doorway. They need to go to storage, which is all the way over there, I know, but still. Okay, we also need, in the canteen area, objects. We need tables and benches. One there. We'll just put in 2 of each for now, because there, and that's fine. Also, we need these serving tables. Do they turn? Yeah, they turn around. They go in there and there. There we go. Right, now the last thing we need to do for this is wire it all up. These need a direct connection, like that. That's why it's got these there. And we also need to put in the water. Again, we can run this under here, through the kitchen, and then some small pipes can lead off there. Oh, and there. There, just like that. Right, and as soon as that is done, we will be okay for what we need. And we're going to need to also want to run more of this cabling. They still haven't done that freaking cabling over there, for crying out loud, guys. Right, hello, can we please get off your backsides and run some sodding cable under there? Let's see if they actually managed to do that this time. Hello? No, they're still busy with this stuff. Alright, look, we'll let them get on with that, and we'll check other things, okay? So we're going to check security for a start, okay? This area is secure. Staff door and staff door. That lets the people through here. There's a staff door here. Staff door. No, prisoners cannot get in there or there. Okay. There's staff doors here. They can't get through here. They can freely access this corridor to here. But there's a jail door there stopping them. There's the yard. They will need to be let in and out of the yard, which is probably... You want to see your family? Fair enough, guy. Well, we've got this room here, and I did have a feeling that might become something we needed to address fairly quickly. So we will let you have access to your family. What we do need to do is build a medical ward. That's quite important. And we've got 15 hours until more prisoners arrive. We're going to be in trouble if we don't get some actual cells up and running. So that's our next 2 jobs. Is add in cells and a medical ward. Otherwise, we're looking okay. We got everything's running. Nobody's escaped. You've still got 8 prisoners, and nobody's escaped yet. That's good. These 2 guards seem to be having some sort of little lovers' tiff. Guys, this is the holding cell. Not the place for you to be smooching or arguing about said smooching. Either way, never hire married couples in your prison. That's why they wander around in empty holding cells having a little smooch while the prisoners are all waiting to be let out of the yard. Okay, so we're going to have a medical ward, some cells, and we're probably going to want a visitation room pretty soon. Otherwise, oh, I hear that. What's going? Oh, who's this? Duncan Hornibrook. Duncan, he started a fight already. You've just gotten yourself upgraded to maximum security, buddy. So hopefully that will actually update. back in a cell. We're going to need some solitary cells as well, aren't we? Okay, well, we're going to want to put in the first cell block pretty soon. And I think that's going to go up here. But that'll be next time, because, again, time is running on, as usual. What the hell? No, this isn't blocked, is it? Are you finally going to... Yes, you're finally running some cables up there. Crying out loud. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I will be back very soon for another episode of Prison Architect, where we're going to get in some actual cells for the next lot of prisoners who are arriving pretty quickly. And we also now have somebody... Let's get rid of that CEO's letter. We also have somebody awaiting solitary confinement, so we need that, and medical attention. So we're going to definitely need that as well. But until then, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.